Right.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now, aye.
Right, cool. Oh, you put your, there's Thomas saying hello.
Thomas has said hello?
Aye, do you see the writing on the bottom of the screen, folk commenting?
No. Oh,
Right,
aye, Lorna's joined.
There's Lorna there as well.
Yeah,
Wave to
how's
Lorna
everybody joining?
because everybody can see me. I'm
Hey.
live now, so anybody can join. So, watch your sweary words.
Uncle Thomas has joined as well.
Aye, he's there. He's saying hello. There's Lorna saying hey. Turn on your light bulb.
Turn on my light.
You turn your big light on.
Turn the big light on. All right.
Aye.
I've got my jammies on.
Doesn't matter.
Imagine Uncle Thomas joined. I believe he's a right techno geek.
I like your posters in the background as well.
You like them? Aye.
Right, so what are we drinking? What are we drinking today? Tell me about it. There's Isla as well.
I don't know. It's Glenmorangie, Tale of Cake.
Oh, okay, right. So,
right.
I managed to source you this bottle. Let's thank Ian Frame if he watches this. He knows who he is. Thanks very much for getting us a bottle. And this was bought for me with all my pals for work as well. So a bit about this whiskey, Dad. It's the head of whiskey creation at Glemorangie is called Dr. Bill Lumsden, and he creates a lot of new whiskies for Glenmorangie and Ardbeg. And this is inspired by a lot of his favourite memories of him growing up as a child. So when he talks about his memories, he's talking about when his gran or part of his family or somebody in his family used to make a pineapple upside down cake for him. Right? So this is inspired by a pineapple upside down cake. So I don't know if it's going to taste like that or no, but it's a non-age statement whiskey, meaning obviously there's no ages, there's not an exact age. There's probably a blend of a lot of years in this. It's first fill bourbon, so like the Glenmorangie 10. Then they finish it off in Hungarian Tokaj casks, which is like a really sweet dessert wine.
All right.
Right. So I don't know if you've probably never had a Tokaj or anything like that, like an ice wine or something really sweet. Right. So open the bottle then. Let's hear your pop.
You hear it?
I did hear that. That's a good one. Right, I'll open mine.
Damn, saying I'm sweet.
Just seen. Right.
Damn.
Oh, that was a terrible pop. Shut up the new. There we go. That's a wee bit better.
Signal's not going. Right.
We have to go in the kitchen because of the connection, right?
No, it's your connection.
It's not my connection. I've got great connection here.
No, my connection. My connection's fine.
It's that Kunsel internet you've got.
No, we've not got Kunsel internet.
Right.
Right, what am I doing? Just trying to.
Well,
right.
I've poured one. Have you poured one? Right.
I don't know. It's.
So you like the Glemorangie 10? How different is it to that?
It smells the same, similar, but the taste, it's sweet.
Have you tasted it already?
Aye, while I was waiting for you. I don't know how to describe it.
So you get so on the 10, I get tons of the citrus flavours. So like a big kick of the orange peel and orange. But this is a wee bit sweeter for me. It's almost lemony. Like lemon curd.
I don't know how you can taste all the different things, but any of them. You know, it's got the smell, but then at the end of as you start to smell it, it's like a normal Glenmorangie malt, I think. But when you kind of tail off at the end of it, you get hit with a lot of sweetness.
Right.
Right? And when you have a sip, you get the bitter harshness of a sort of malt whiskey. I don't, harsh being probably wrong, but you get the kick and the warmth as it goes down. But then you begin to sort of feel, taste the sweetness, which is kind of super sweet. It is strange because you've got the kick and the heat, and then it goes with then you get the sweetness, and you're like, oh, that's different.
So that's the finish.
I could sit and watch tipple and watch the telly.
Right.
Well, that's good.
It's a limited. I mean, I wouldn't go drinking. That's something to keep, right? Something to kind of keep a bottle of that open. But what you're describing is a finish, right?
Look at the legs in it.
Oh, look at you getting off technical with it.
Well, you just hit me with a load of orangey lemon and all that kind of stuff. I can't taste that, but I can see the legs. It's actually quite nice.
It's smooth. It's quite clean.
A whiskey that you could sit at the end of the day and just pour one, sit back in your armchair with your smoking jacket and your cravat on. No.
Go and get your smoking jacket to do.
It's got a bite. It's got a bite to it.
But where is the bite? Like, so what you're describing when you're saying about how obviously it's hot gone down, but then the flavour after it is really sweet. That's that's the finish, right? So that's how it lingers a bit on the palate.
Thomas has lost his legs.
Is he having a drink as well?
The legs, Thomas. Here you go.
Show him the legs, Dad.
Right, wait a minute. I don't know if you can see it, but we're swirling the liquid and the whiskey and the glass. You can see how thick it is because you can start to see it running down.
Well, you need to put it up to the camera a bit.
There is a camera bit. Up there.
There. Aye.
Right, and you'll see it running down.
I'll pull you a bit more.
The thicker it is, the thicker the legs, or the slower they go. You can do it with a wine in that as well. You can see the legs running down the glass. That's there. You can't see it in the camera. But I tell you what, it's got a lot of heat. There's a lot of heat in it.
Well, it's 46%, right?
Oh, is it?
Aye. So it's hotter than you'd probably used to. I mean, if you drink stuff like that, Balvenie was only...
What time is it? It's only 8:30. I'll be in bed by 9 o'clock.
It's only, what time is it here? It's only 1:30. Well, it's a wee bit hotter than you used to drinking. I mean, no your cask strength stuff, but like that bulb compared
the legs in that. Yeah.
Do you see it?
You see it now?
Can you see
Thomas?
Can you see me now?
Can you see me now? Thomas is getting thirsty.
I see. He can come here any time and have a wee drink it.
Right. You know what, Barry? I must admit, right? When I first smelt it, it smelled okay. When I first tasted it, I thought, I'm not sure. Because I was kind of thinking it was going to be super sweet like a cake.
Right.
See, after 2 sips or 3 sips, it's actually quite nice. Really nice.
I mean, and you see where the sweetness comes from now, right? See how like you're used to the Glemorangie 10 and you're now seeing how much sweeter it is, like on the back end.
Yeah. I don't know what it'd be like with just a wee touch of water in it, just to sort of...
I'll add a wee bit and see if it opens up a bit, mate. I'll add a wee bit.
Making a mess here. I'm glad your mum's sitting with her wine. She's not sure annoying me. Better
just
tidy
a
up
tiny wee drip. You don't want to water it too much.
Drip in it. You know what? Oh, aye. It's kind of loosened it up a bit. It's not just the stick. Oh, that's nicer. Brew. I can't believe I'm doing this shit. Oh, that's...
So it's way more complex, I think. Obviously, you can tell it's Glemorangie. It's got that typical kind of heavy maltiness. See on the back end after the water now, see on the finish, do you get loads of like white chocolatiness? Maybe more of a kind of milk chocolate, actually. Let it finish. And see the back of your kind of tongue.
I can only really tell you if it's got milk chocolate and peanuts in it.
Well, is it milk chocolate without the peanuts?
I think it is, aye.
A wee bit. I thought milk chocolate, but now I'm getting just mere kind of... I was thinking white chocolate, but now I'm just getting mere milk chocolate.
That's lovely. Really nice. Absolutely lovely. Oh, no, that's nice.
Well, it's interesting to try because being Tokai casks, there's not a lot of whiskies out there finished in those kind of casks.
No, right? That's absolutely lovely. I must admit, I wasn't sure about it, with it being like a, sort of saying on it, the Tokai dessert wine cask finish, and I'm thinking, and then it's like the tail of cake, and I think that kind of, you're like, oh, whiskey being super sweet. I'm not sure about that.
But isn't it? It's a wee bit bitter, if anything, right?
But it's really, that's one that you would need to sit and savour.
Well, every time you go back to it, I think you'll find new things in it. I think finding the chocolate on the finish,
yeah,
for you, that's opened it up. And then you describing that the finish is way sweeter than like a typical Glemorangie. But
well,
you can...
The finish was a bit sweeter before we added the water.
Yeah, I think it's more bitter now and it's more rounded. Like I taste more of cakiness on it now.
Right.
You get like a sponge.
Uh-huh.
You get like a sponge cakiness off it?
I don't seem to be able to go to that detail, but what I'm getting now is just a whiskey. A nice whiskey.
Well,
and this is... No,
as long as it's a nice one.
The whole idea of it being like a cake, and I'm like, I'm not going to like this. But I'm really, really enjoying this with some water in it.
It's something that, it's a bottle that, I mean, it's, like I was talking to someone recently about how I think the percentage of the whiskey adds a lot more to the complexity of it. This is non-chill filtered as well, so they're not stripping out any of the oils and all the proteins in the whiskey, right? So compared to that Balvenie, the double wood, that's at 40% and it's sherry finish. So it's really juicy, it's well rounded, but it does one flavour really well. Whereas this, I think you'll find way more complexity in it. So
there are a couple of things coming through it.
You what?
There's a couple of things coming through.
Right. What does it
remind
you? What does it remind you? Like, it's not all about taste. It's about taking you back to something more. This is the idea, right? So that Bill Lumsden, he wanted to create a whiskey that takes him back to his childhood memories of these pineapple upside down cakes and stuff. So
I don't know. I don't know. I just
first thing that comes to your head.
Dumpling.
Right. Okay. So what kind of dumpling? What kind of?
Well, dumpling. Scottish
like
dumpling.
Clouty dumpling or a sweet dumpling?
A clouty dumpling.
Oh, all right. Okay.
With a wee bit of cinnamon and sultanas and all that kind of stuff in it.
Right. It's good that you got sultanas on it as well, because I think you can get a wee bit of kind of like dried fruits, but light fruits. So
well, there's dried and there's all different kinds of fruits in the dumpling, but the dumpling, the texture of the dumpling, that's what I'm kind of thinking about dumpling.
That's good.
Aye. Because you make me hungry now. Just had an Indian, but now I want some dumpling.
No, it's good. I'm glad it kind of opened your eyes a bit more, because I do get tons of the typical Glenmorangie flavour. I think the first fill bourbon.
Oh, that's a definite. The typical Glenmorangie's in there, and I was kind of hoping that would stay in there, because I was thinking it was going to go way over. But no, I'm happy that those typical flavours are there.
Good.
But bringing in just that slight difference. As I say, really thick to start with, really warm going down, and then obviously the heat coming back up. But adding a wee bit of water, it's just kind of changed it completely.
And that's the idea, right? I mean, as the longer it sits out as well, if you didn't add water and you left it sitting for maybe half an hour, you'd find it opens up way more. But I think it's something that every time you go back to, every now and again, you'll really pick. There'll be a note that stands out in it. But for me,
and now that I've mentioned the sort of clouty dumpling, I'm beginning to. It's bits that are coming back. The peel, orange peel, and some sultanas and different things that are in the dumpling. There's a wee bit spicy, or no spice, but nope, that's what I'm getting. Oh Christ, I'll be in bed by 9 o'clock now.
Well,
look at the legs.
I get milk chocolate. I get a wee bit of pineapple now on it, which.
Well, the only chocolate I can think is chocolate covered peanuts. Or I better not eat them, but they're Jack's chocolate raisins.
Well, try a chocolate raisin against it now. See if it really.
I better not. I opened them by mistake the other day there and I got it out. No, here's the boss coming.
Oh. So,
just hiding.
So there's Thomas saying clouty dumpling there. There's Paul in.
Oh, clouty dumpling. Oh, aye.
No,
delicious.
You got that. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna do a review on it. But I'm gonna try and taste it with like get a cheesecake and taste it with a cheesecake to see if it.
Lucky you, no got a cheesecake.
You get me in your cake.
Oh, here we go. You hear her?
No, I can't really take her out.
Yeah.
So tail of cake. Well, I don't think there's a lot of bottles of this left. Anyway,
I'm not going to have another drink until you're home. Out of this bottle.
Sounds good.
Okay. Right,
well,
son.
You drink all this bottle, so.
Well, you give Uncle Thomas and Paul and that a wee tipple out it as well.
I will.
Quench the thirst.
Definitely. So,
okay.
Your impressions yet to sum it up?
Oh, absolutely lovely. Delicious.
Do you understand why you get the cakiness on it then?
Yep, I get it.
But for me, it's no. Hi, Mum.
These two talk a load of shit.
Shut up, you're lying.
Do you get why you get the cakiness of it?
Yeah.
And for me, it's no the fact that it's overly sweet. If anything, it's quite bitter. But long finishy, tons of white chocolate, fruity, but the spices are there, like a lot of the bacon spices as well.
Definitely. Yep.
It's pretty good. Okay. I enjoyed that.
Love you.
I'll keep it for us, son. When you come home.
No worries.
Okay.
That's good. Right.
Right.
Well, thanks for that. Yeah. Cheers.
Right.
Pour another one. Cheers. Well, cheers.
Right. Cheers, son. Bye bye. Pour another one. Right. Okay. I wasn't going to have another one until you come home.
Aye, but we can cheers. I mean, it's not a big one.
I'll just have a wee one.
Right. A wee dram.
Right. Cheers, Baz.
Right. Cheers.
Love you. Bye.
Love you.
Love you. Bye.